What is up, YouTube? It is Big Boy Watson here, bringing you a Call of Duty gameplay on the map Octane, playing a little bit of Team Deathmatch here. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about what happened to me recently, probably about 30 minutes ago. Maybe a little bit less than that. I was with my boy, I'm zonking, playing a little bit of Team Deathmatch, and our KDs were like, mine's like a 1.56 around there, but it was dropping because we were playing a gun game, at least I was, and just having fun, just screwing around, and it's really laggy right here, I have no idea why, but just screwing around. And so we're like, let's play some team deathmatch. So we got into a really good lobby where these kids were terrible. And these kids, they weren't terrible. They were actually hardcore campers, so they were super terrible. And there's this guy, his name's like Portar or some shit, I don't know. And he was sitting in the ghillie suit underground with a thermal on freight underground, and they won that match. And he's like, "What happened, dude? What happened?" Well, of course you're gonna beat us when our whole teams are just gonna keep running down there trying to kill you when you're just gonna sit there and spray. And I have it on video. I'm gonna take all these little clips and put them in together in one video. But apparently I'll get in trouble for that. So this is what I was gonna talk to you guys about. Playing a little bit of Ring Around the Rosy, hide and go seek right here. Look at this. But anyways, so we got into this lobby and this guy, I forget his name's like Topar or some shit, and he's like, dude, you were camping the whole fucking game, stuff like that. And when people say that I'm camping, my initial comeback is right away, and it is very true. I said I was not camping that whole game, and they'll say, yeah, you were. And I'm like, bro, I recorded it for YouTube. I had this on video. I was not camping, and they're done because they know I'm right, and I was recording. I won't say that if I was camping because I never said that before because I never did camp ever. And he's like, whatever. Oh, wait, you record? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you have permission from all these people in this lobby to record? And I'm like, oh god, here's another faggot that's all about the rules. So apparently, since I'm a minor and my parents bought me this game, he can sue my parents for a shit ton of money because I am recording people on PSN without their permission. And that's for the YouTube agreements or whatever. He's going on and on about that stuff, and he said that my parents are gonna be owing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I asked him the reason why would I be doing that? Why would I get sued? He's like, well, you have a PSN. I'm like, yeah. And then who is that PSN attached to? I'm like, me, my person. He's like, okay. And who's your person attached to? I'm like, oh, I don't know. And he's like what? Like, what do you mean by that? He's like, your social security, your birth date, all that stuff. So you're pretty much putting that out on the internet. And I'm like, okay, he is correct in that aspect, that everything is linked to that, but I'm not putting their social security, their date of birth out there on the internet. I'm just putting their username out on the internet. And do I say anything about anybody in these gameplays unless they ask me to give him a shout out? Like that Red Hat 10 or 2001, I think his name is. I asked him, I'm like, hey, I'm going to post this video on YouTube. Do you want me to give you guys a shout out? I can say something to you guys. They're like, yeah, do it. They're like, oh, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And they're really appreciative for it. So, I am putting their usernames out on the internet, but I'm not saying anything about them. No one's going to be looking at these usernames. Some might be, but not a lot of them. And apparently I can get sued for that. Well, what about T. Martin, White Boy, Woody, you know what I'm saying? What about them guys? Vanos Gaming. What about them? Minnesota Burns. Minnesota Burns just hates these kids. They're like going hard at them. Okay? Even though it might be fake, but still. This kid, I hate kids on PSN like this. I hate people like that just, and he's like, I probably make more money than you and your parents the whole month, and or a whole year. Probably make more than them in a whole year than they do in 5. And I'm like, okay, you have to bring that into the situation that has nothing to do with this. And he's like, I like free money. Post me on YouTube. Post me. And I'm like, you know what? So I'm working on this montage of him camping, where he's sitting down, and I got about 6 clips with him. So I might, go back and try to join his game and see if I can pick up some more. But he is just, I don't know. People like that just piss me off, and I just want to tell you guys what's been going on for like the past 30 minutes because I think it's freaking hilarious. But if I get in trouble and they say, hey, don't be recording on PSN anymore, am I gonna be recording? No. But if some random guy says, hey, don't be recording because of this, and it's some bullshit reason, I'm not gonna stop recording. Just because you as a person just trying to make up a lie because we called you out on that. We called you out on camping and not using. Oh yeah, I gotta finish telling that story. But we called you out, and then you just have to bring this into the situation. So I think this gameplay is gonna be really laggy. I'm sorry about that, but guys, I'm gonna get a new computer here really quick. But anyways, so we first met him and he was using a shotgun on Sovereign, and he is such a faggot. He was like camping, and he's like, oh, I was not camping. Look at that final kill cam. The final kill cam, he was in a corner, saw some guy running up a ladder, so he followed him and shot him and got the final kill cam. You're still camping, little bitch. And he did really good on that match because he was camping with a shotgun. So I'm like, okay, me and my friend Zonky are like, use a real gun, you faggot, and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, I will. So then on Warhawk, he used a real gun, but he was in the diner the whole time with a trophy system and IDs up the butt. Okay? So we called him a camper. Oh, there's another excuse, Big Boy Western. You can't get, there's another excuse. So I don't know. I just hate faggots like that. So I'll be posting another video probably after the Super Bowl. Thanks for watching. I'm out.